Better put my glasses on for this one. Buell could be a threat to Harley Davidson and Indian motorcycles. Let's get into this one. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So I've had to don the bins today because I've got an email from Buell Motorcycles offering me a job. No, they haven't. But they are looking to expand. They are looking to hire lots and lots of people. Go to the Buell website. I'm sure there's the options, the careers options there. Go check them out. If you're looking for a job in the motorcycle industry, if you're looking to expand your horizons, if you're looking to get into Buell, then hey, they're offering lots and lots of jobs, and they're expanding very, very rapidly. Now, they're based in Grand Rapids in Michigan, the United States, of course, but I think you can work remotely as well, depending on the job that you get. So if you're looking for a job, go check out Buell Motorcycles. But this is not what this video is about. It's really that Buell are expanding, or they're trying to expand. They've got a couple of bikes in production. They've got a couple more that they're taking pre-orders on. So are they any kind of threat to Harley Davidson in India? Now, before you choke on your Cocoa Pops and start hurling abuse at me and start throwing your beer cans at the screen, just hear what I have to say. So right now, Buell Motorcycles are producing the Hammerhead 1190cc motorcycle, which is a sports bike with a V-twin motor, right? 185 horsepower and 102 foot-pounds of torque. All very delicious. It's got a 6-speed transmission, 419 pounds of wet weight, and it's got all carbon fiber bodywork. Now, the stripped-back version is the 1190 SX. Same power, same torque, same 6-speed transmission, and same wet weight. It's the same bike, just in a naked form, right? But all you Harley Davidson fans and Indian fans out there, we're all waiting for the Super Cruiser, right? This was announced a long time ago. We saw the images that were kind of co-released with Roland Sands, helped in the design as well. It looks great. Everybody's thinking this is the bike that we want. Well, that's in pre-production. They're taking orders right now. But that's still with the same engine, 1190cc V-twin. It's got 175 to 185 horsepower and 102 foot-pounds of torque. It's the same engine, right? 6-speed transmission. It's saying it will rev up to 11,000 RPM, and it's got a cable throttle. I'm not sure why they're making such a big deal of it being a cable throttle. Maybe they believe that a cable throttle is a better response. I believe it is as well. But there we go. Now, also in pre-production, and they're taking pre-orders on this, is the Super Touring 1190 as well. Same V-twin engine, same power, same torque, same 6-speed transmission, 450 pounds wet weight, and it'll rev up to 11,000 RPM. Great. And we also know that they got the Baja 1190 Dune Racer, if you're into that kind of thing. But I'm not, so I'll move on. They haven't got many motorcycles to offer. I put Buell in the kind of same category as Norton Motorcycles. Very niche, producing some great bikes. We know the whole story about Buell, Eric Buell, Harley Davidson, and how that all went one way and he went off another way, and then how Buell himself went away from the brand, and now they're a brand in their own right, just in name only. So we know, and this video isn't about that. The question here is whether Buell Motorcycles can challenge Harley Davidson and Indian, not in numbers. There's never going to be another brand right now that's going to be able to challenge those two brands, especially Harley Davidson, in this kind of arena. Possibly BMW with the R18 would challenge in numbers over the Indian motorcycle brand. Certainly in overall numbers they do, but I'm just talking about the cruisers or the tourers. Would BMW challenge Harley Davidson? Well, they're certainly taking market share from them, that's for sure. But the likes of Buell, no, they're never going to get any kind of market share that's going to challenge or even make Harley Davidson and Indian raise an eyebrow. However, what they will do is change the space, change the feeling, change the direction, the fashion, what people are looking for. So this is where small motorcycle brands come into their own. They come up with new ideas, innovative designs, and they make people consider other options. And they also may change the way the likes of Harley Davidson and Indian, the direction in which they go in the future as well. Now, we see this time and time again with, let's say, custom motorcycles or motorcycle trends in motorcycling groups, let's say, or different parts of the country or different parts of the world. Manufacturers will latch onto that and see what's popular out there, in inverted commas. They'll consult the biking community, whatever that means. They'll draw on that, and then they'll start coming up with their own designs that look very similar to what has been out there. So we know that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if the likes of Harley Davidson and Indian, for example, because we're talking about American motorcycles here, and Buell being another American motorcycle brand, whether they start taking design cues or influences from Buell, or whether in particular we see people who buy Harley Davidsons and Indians, whether they start to favour the Buell type motorcycle. I'm not saying they go to Buell, but I'm saying they'll look towards different types of motorcycles that are similar to Buell, maybe to Norton, maybe into other motorcycles produced from Triumph or from BMW, let's say, or even other brands, for example. It draws them away from Harley Davidson and Indian, and that's where the threat could be. The threat has always been from other motorcycle brands, other motorcycle designs, is that it lures people away from Harley Davidson loyalists, let's say. Those that would always buy Harley Davidson, and that you get to a point in their life they think, you know, I want something different. What are the options available? Or they see other brands, they're doing all these different designs, and then they look at the likes of Harley Davidson and Indian and they're saying, well, what have you done differently in all these years? You're pretty much just doing the same bike over and over again. Now, I know that's grossly unfair, because I know they do a lot of change, and they have made lots of design improvements over the years. But this is what people could start to think. All of a sudden they see something else from another manufacturer, no matter how small they are, and they think, well, they're doing quite good, I quite like that. But for me, the biggest threat from Buell is not in the Hammerhead or the SX models, which are going to be great bikes, don't get me wrong. It's not on those bikes. It's actually from the Super Cruiser and the Super Touring motorcycle. That's where I think people, if they've got the opportunity and it's going to be quite easy and competitively priced, they're going to go towards those bikes, especially against Harley Davidson. They're going to look at that retro cruiser, the Super Cruiser, that performance cruiser, and they say, yeah, I like a bit of that, especially those old dyno heads. They're going to be looking at that bike and think, yeah, that's a really cool bike. They're going to be looking at other adventure style motorcycles, and they say, well, maybe I don't want the Harley Davidson. I'll have this Buell. And that's it. It only takes a few people or a few hundred people to start changing direction. Then all of a sudden you have a shift in trends. You have a shift in preferences, let's say. So this is where the threat comes from. It's the influence that a brand like Buell can have on the tastes of would-be Harley Davidson buyers or Indian buyers, for example. Do I think they're going to challenge them in terms of numbers? No, absolutely not. And it's going to take a long time for them to even start churning out bikes that are going to really influence the market. But they're probably already changing tastes or making people wish that Harley Davidson and Indian produce motorcycles, especially like the Super Cruiser. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. But Buell Motorcycles, they're looking for people, they're expanding, and watch your space. They could be coming on strong very soon. Catch you again. Bye now. RevelatorAlf.